Hi everybody, I'm AC with Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm out here in this beautiful weather today, and today's theme, or this week's theme, is my favorite coach. So today I'm going to show you guys the 2020 Navion 24J, which is my personal favorite, for a few reasons. Like I said, it's a little cold out here, and I'm going to take one for the team and take as long as I need to outside because I really want to show you all the features, okay? This particular unit is stock number 5N191352. And again, it's a Winnebago 24J. It's got a 170 wheelbase, the Mercedes 3-liter, 188 horsepower engine. The 2020 has a lot of changes this year from last year, so I kind of want to start with that. The front cap and sleeping area. Go ahead, throw it at me. Oh. The front cap has been completely redesigned. It's insulated better with some urethane foam, so it makes it quieter and warmer inside, keeps the elements out. As we move through here, you can see it's got aluminum wheels, which is standard in 2020. Before it was an option. The aluminum wheels are lighter, so it doesn't hurt you any on your payload capacities. Another feature that they upgraded was on these steps. So both steps have tie-down rings. You can use those to tie down your pet or lock a bike if you have a bicycle or a mountain bike that you want to lock up. I'm going to open the door just briefly to show you another feature that's new. So the doors now have two latches, one up top and one down low. The benefit to that is that you get a better seal. So when you're driving, you get less wind noise, less rattles. And this is another cool new feature that I don't know if you can get in here, Cherish, but up here, this is a pass-through storage tray, which not a lot of people know unless you climb up under here. But you can put oars or fishing poles. It goes all the way through to the other side, and that's a new feature. Here's your Awning quiet diesel 3200 generator. And also they moved this quick connect for your propane tank. So if you've got an outdoor grill, they put it on the patio side, so when you have the awning out, everything is right on this side. Here's another storage compartment. And then this is kind of a cool feature that I like. Again, this is the one that I would buy if I was buying. It's a huge storage bay, and it's accessible from the inside. It's under the bed, so I'll show you once we go inside. If the weather's bad like it is right now and you have something in this compartment that you need, you can actually access it from the inside. This is your Truma AquaGo hot water system. So it's a tankless hot water. Basically gives you instant hot water, which again is a really nice feature to have. And let's see here, we'll just keep kind of walking around the outside here. Here's your backup camera up top. Here's your wet bay. So here's all your water, your fresh water, all your drains. Your power cord, which is a 30 amp. New for this 2020 model, if you've had one before, the older ones, you have to actually plug this in to your generator to give it power. This year you don't have to do that anymore. It automatically connects. Let's see here. Here's your black waste tank flush, so you can flush out your black tank. Another storage bay. And again, this is the one that goes all the way through to the other side if you have long items like oars or fishing poles, maybe some skis. This one is where you hide the bodies.
Oh.
Just kidding. So it's just another storage unit that's right behind. like the little closet that's inside, which I'll show you. But it's a good size. I mean, it comes up quite a little ways. You can put a lot of, odd shaped storage items in there. I'd say my golf clubs, but it wouldn't fit them. I'd have to put those underneath. Here's your propane tank. For 2020, they did a couple things. They took away some additional connectors and stuff, so it's less things to worry about, less worry for leaks. It's easier to fill. And again, they just simplified it as much as they could this year, which is, anytime you're in a moving house, the simpler the better. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and go inside and pull the slide out. I'll show you guys how to do that. The door's been redesigned as well for 2020. So you have a little storage compartment here. You can put magazines or whatever you have. And I'll go in. I like for you to kind of see what it's like with the slide closed. So I don't know if you can get a good view. I can walk through the whole coach. It's only 25 foot long, but it's got everything you need. And there's plenty of room to walk with the slide in. You can access the bathroom. You can access the refrigerator. So there's nothing impeding passage all the way through the back into all the things that you're going to need while you're driving. Another really cool upgrade in 2020 is on the 24J, which is this model. The slide is actually 10 inches deeper than on the 19 model.
Grant Russell is wondering if there is a screen door.
There is a screen door, and I'll show you. There you go, Grant. This will protect you from snowballs coming at you too. Yes, thanks for asking that. I forgot that. So again, the slide is 10 inches deeper on the 2020 than from the 2019. Couple upgrades. The batteries are under here. And so let me step out here so you can see it. Another upgrade in 2020 was the batteries. So you have, in 19, you had two 24 AGM batteries. In 2020, they upgraded to 31. So you have two 31 AGM batteries, which are gonna give you more power. There's also an option for lithium batteries. So you can upgrade to lithium batteries to give you even longer life. And let's see here. Longer life and more power. They upgraded the inverter this year as well. So they pretty much doubled it. They went from a 1,000 watt inverter to a 2,000 watt inverter. That lets you run more 110 volt appliances. Like your microwave, you can run that off the batteries. It's really handy if you're boondocking. And I'm trying to look here. So a lot of people are asking, why are you going to do the Navion 24J? For my family, my wife and I have actually talked about it. If we were going to buy something, it would be the 24J. And I'd go with the 2020 because of all the upgrades. You've got on the stove, you've got a true induction cooktop. You also have a gas burner, which I got to have for my tortillas. I love cooking on gas stove. Here's a double sink that's really deep. I mean, for being such a small coach, you get a really good sized sink. A lot of workspace. Upgrade this year, self-closing drawers. And again, you can tell, if you look in there, they're really big drawers. A lot of space. Pots, pans. Oh, under the sink again, you got a ton of storage. You can Put a trash can under there.
Darla Riley is asking what size the bed is here in the back.
You know, this is going to be, I would call it a full size. It's not quite a queen. You've got the rounded edge here, so you're going to be closer to a full size bed. And if you can point out the TV here, this is also new in 2020. 2019, the TV in the bedroom was an option, and now 2020 it's a standard. Oh, and let me pick this up so I can show you guys the storage underneath. So this is what I was saying outside. If the weather's bad and you've got items in here that you need to get to, you can just lift up the bed and get to all the storage things that you have under there.
That's nice because this corner's kind of will be far to reach from outside.
Right.
You know, you have to crawl all the way in, so that's a really nice feature.
The TV in the living area here was also upgraded. They increased the size of it in 2020. And behind here, you can see there's a paper towel holder. Here's your cable, your satellite receiver connections. You've got a 12 volt. You've got a USB port in here. And then if you can get that under there, there's a roof access port that's kind of hidden. It's also new. If you have anything that you want to add, you don't have to fish out the lines. There's already an access port. Or if some of your, if you want to add a web booster, a cell booster, you already have a port that you can run your lines through, so you're not having to work really hard to do that. Up here, there's a little reading light in this top bunk. Over there on the far end, there's a 110 volt outlet. There's a 12 volt and also a USB port in this corner.
This is probably a full 2, you would say?
Right. And again, I'll put the ladder up there. So I'll climb up here just so you can see how much room. I'm 5'9", I got plenty of room. If I want to look outside, there's a shade, there's a window that actually opens up here so you can get some fresh air. So again, this is perfect area to hang out. The kids will love it. And again, for me, since this is my favorite, I know that my daughter would like hanging out up top. This turns into a bed as well, the table area. And I can show you how that works. So you just remove the base, and then this actually goes right here. And let's see here. It's easier if you lift these up. And then these cushions kind of fill in the gap. And that gives you a huge sleeping area. So for kids, and again, just to kind of put it in perspective, I'll lay down. So again, I'm 5'9", and there's plenty of room here if I wanted to lay down. So if you have kids, this is perfect. Here's your seat belts. So this has one seat belt on each side and one there.
So that means that they can sit here while the vehicle's in.
Correct, while you're driving.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
And the microwave, since you're showing it, that's an induction, or it's a convection oven, sorry. So you can microwave, you can bake, you can do a lot of things on that little oven there.
You can tell the difference between a convection oven and a microwave because of the metal interior, correct?
Correct. And then also if you look at the menu, so you've got cake, so you can bake a cake, you can pop popcorn. And that compartment there, that little closet area, is actually on the outside where I opened that one bin,
Yeah.
the storage bin, that's what's behind it. And then you have your pantry, which is also new for 2020.
Christine Torres is asking if this has a closet. So this is the closet area right here that we just had open, correct?
Correct. So
Look at it again.
this would be your closet. Here's your rod.
This is just what we have in here is storage for extra pieces that come with the coach when we purchase
Correct.
it. And then there's dresser drawer.
Yep. So you have that as your, your closet, but then you get a ton of storage. All these cabinets are really deep. And in case you're wondering what this is for, these cushions. So when you turn your chair around, this passenger seat, when you turn it around, if you don't have that little booster seat there, your knees are pretty much in your face. Just kind of lifts you up so that you can sit comfortably. And I'll turn that around here in a little bit. Let's see. Refrigerator's also upgraded. They went to a little bigger refrigerator. It's a 10.7 cubic feet refrigerator.
That is pretty big for a...
Yeah, for a
Class
small
C,
coach.
huh?
I mean, it's like I said, it's 25 foot long. So you get a big fridge.
And then here's the operations for the slide.
Yeah, so here's how you move the slide room in and out, and that's just push button. You have to make sure the coach is on and the parking brake is on, or else it will not let you do it. Here's your solar charge controller. It's got 2 solar panels up top, keep your batteries charged. And then here's where you can check your tank levels. So your propane, your gray, your black. That's a big upgrade for 2020. So they upgraded all the capacities, all the tank capacities. The fresh water went up quite a bit. I think it went up to 40. Let's see, what did that one go? Fresh water went to 47. Let's see here. Oh, 37, sorry. 37 from 32. The black tank went up to 41 gallons, and then the gray tank went up 1 whole gallon, but it's still an upgrade. So all the tank capacities went up, which allow you to boondock longer. You can camp out longer because you're not having to go to dump them as often. And let's see, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything back here. I'll show you the storage back here as well. So,
Yeah, that's a lot of storage.
right.
And they're all locking, correct?
Yes. And here we have the blinds, the blackout shades. So these
Yeah.
boxes have the blackout shades for the front.
And those go clip or Velcro to the front, which do they clip?
They just clip on.
Okay.
They open up and you just kind of push them up against the corners.
Okay.
Here's the sink. It's got a
This is the bathroom
medicine
yeah.
cabinet. This is actually, you can use this as like a tissue dispenser.
Oh, okay.
So you just flip it upside down and get your tissues out of there. Here's like a little towel rack, towel holder.
It's nice that they have plugins here too for us ladies and our hair accessories.
Oh, and actually let me open this up down here. So there's under the sink, easy access to your water lines. Which reminds me, they have a tank, let me see here, if you'll look in here for me. So here's where your generator start on and off is, and then your holding tank heater. So that'll allow you to stay outside if the weather's getting cold. You don't have to worry about your tanks freezing. Again, when you hear 4-season coach, some people take that to the extreme, and there's not really a 4-season coach if you're minus 20 degrees, right? You have to use some common sense, but they do the best that they can and give you a really good option for that. Here's the bathroom and shower.
What's that orange stuff in the bottom of the shower?
Oh, that's the Kool-Aid I spilled earlier today. It's when they winterize the coaches, which right now, obviously with it snowing, we have all the coaches winterized, and that's just the fluid that they use to winterize them. And so it'll come out through some of the faucets. That lets you know that they actually winterized it.
So do we winterize customers' coaches if they want it
Yeah,
down here?
yeah. Our service department can winterize, de-winterize. They can do your annual services. They can take care of all of that stuff for you. And again, they are open. You can call and schedule an appointment. Same with our parts department. And then let me move this.
Check out those swivel front seats.
Yeah, we'll go through do the front. Before I forget, these lift up. So again, if you're watching TV and this table will turn, which is really nice. If you need a little more space, you can turn it and lock it in place. But if I'm watching TV, I can kick my feet up and kind of get comfortable. And again, this is your home away from home, so might as well be able to get comfy. And then these just come down. And I want to show you underneath here. So there's some more storage. You can put blankets. Wow. You can put blankets under there. Again, going back to why this is one of my favorites. For two people, and even if you have some kiddos coming with you from time to time, it's a small enough coach that you can feel like you can drive anywhere. You can drive it to the grocery store, those kind of things, and it gives you a lot of storage. Let me go outside and then I'll turn this. I find it easier to swivel it from the outside, or if you're sitting in it. And so again, if I didn't have the booster seat, when I'm sitting here, my knees are way up high, not very comfortable.
And it's probably hard to get up from there, right?
Yeah. Some days more than others. So once you have the booster seat in here, you're more level. It's more comfortable. You can turn both seats around and you have a living area. If you have people visiting, they can be sitting at the table. And it's more like an actual living area.
Darla Knox and her husband are wanting to know what the cost is.
These,
so, I know we don't necessarily put them out there because of disclaimer things, but you can access them on our website, right?
You can, and this one here, this model's got an MSRP. I can tell you, we leave the MSRP sticker. It's got an MSRP of $180,391. So that is the MSRP. If you want to call and talk to me about this particular model or any others, you can call me at 720-276-4241. And again, my name is AC, just my initials like air conditioner. Not that we need that today. But yeah, and then we can go through actual pricing. The MSRP just kind of tells you what's suggested. Let's see here. Let me turn this around for you. When you put that back so you don't hit the top up here. So again, this is on the Mercedes chassis. This actually has power seats. You can see right here. So this will move your seat forward and backwards. Also, when you're swiveling your seats, you have to make sure your seats are forward, because if not, they'll hit on the door. So you want to make sure and push your seats as far forward as you can, swivel them back, and then you can adjust them. Mercedes, the 2020 chassis, as you can see, has Mercedes as an assistant. So you can say, hey, Mercedes, and then ask her questions like you would Siri or Alexa. It's got navigation. I'll just keep showing this while we're on the topic here. So you have navigation, a big screen. It's a 10-inch screen.
That is really big. Touch screen?
Touch screen. It's got Bluetooth, USB. You can actually go to your Apple CarPlay on here as well. You can go just to radio. So here's your apps. You can go to your smartphone apps. Here's your Apple CarPlay or Android. So this just kind of gives you, and again, it's voice activated. So if you have a question, you want to look something up, you can just ask Mercedes and she'll take you to it. Oh, she was about to. Really easy to navigate.
Give us an example of how that Mercedes works. Ask her something so we can see.
Mercedes,
How may I help you?
how do I set up my CarPlay?
The function you have chosen is not available.
Oh, so she didn't understand my specific one. Hey, Mercedes,
How may I help you?
go to navigation.
Okay.
See, so you have to kind of learn the language to make sure you ask her stuff she understands, but it's really easy.
It also
It's
looked
not
like
very
she was
difficult.
offline. So maybe you can access certain things too if you're connected to internet. So,
Well, and so here's your camera,
well, that's nice.
and there's different camera views. All right, so that'll show you your hitch, and when you're moving around, so you can, I don't know if you can tell, that's kind of panoramic. It just gives you a wider angle, so they all kind of get a little wider. Now the Mercedes chassis does have brake assist, adaptive cruise control. If you start getting out of your lane, it'll beep at you. So it's got lane assist. It's got all the safety features that pretty much most of the other Mercedes nowadays have. So it's a nice upgrade. The steering wheel's got all your controls. So I can turn up the radio, change stations, do my cruise control. Everything, most everything is here on your steering wheel. The seats are heated. There's a heat button right here. I don't know if you can get that. And again, here's all your controls. They are heated. You can recline them. You can do a lot of different things on these.
What's this here?
So this has this, and I'm glad you said that. I'll show you. So if you just kind of swivel back around to here from where you're at, this has an automatic leveling system, which is an equalizer system. So it'll auto level the coach. If you have the jacks down, that light on there will turn on so that you know when you're sitting at the driver's seat that, oh, my stabilizers are down. So you don't want to drive off while the jacks are down, right? And most of these will have safety features where it won't let you, but that's just a good visual of, oh, I better go through my checklist of make sure everything's closed, make sure my jacks are up. The leveling system is really cool, and it's not a standard feature on these, so I want to point that out. But again, I would buy this one because it has it. When you get to your campsite, they're not always level. You can hit auto level and then you're good to go.
It figures it all out for you.
It takes care of it so you don't have stuff kind of rolling off the cabinets and you're not rolling off the bed. Let's see here. The awning, it does have the awning outside with the LED lights. We could probably go ahead and pop that out. Get back outside here. Oh, and actually, let me turn this off. So if the coach is on, like it was, it would not let you pull the awning out. It doesn't want you driving down the highway at 65 and trying to pull the awning out. Can you see the LED lighting on it?
Yeah.
So again, if you had this out with the quick connect for the propane right here, you know, you can set up a little table with the grill. You can cook outside, set your chairs out and just kind of relax. And even though it's a small coach, you still have a really good size awning. It comes out quite a ways, so it provides a lot of shade. And it's really easy to use, just push button. It's right here. So this one controls your lighting, and then there's your awning. This is your battery disconnect, or this one is, and this is for your step. So if you don't want the step going in and out every time you open the door, you can actually lock it. Yeah. Well, and again, before I finish the video, I just want to thank you again for kind of tuning in to us. We're trying to do these videos every day, give you guys something to do from home. Please comment, like, share if you have a specific one, whether it's used or new. Right now we've been doing mostly new. And this week it is our favorite coaches. So if you have any other questions, you can always call and we'll pick whatever one you want to look at, whether it's a Renegade or a Winnebago. We can go ahead and do those for you. We have fifth wheels. We have used fifth wheels on site. We can always do a fifth wheel. And we can do Facebook or FaceTime while we're walking a specific coach for just you if you want to look at one. If you want to do a Zoom meeting, there's lots of different ways that we can do them with you so that you don't have to leave, but you can get the one that you want to look at. We're going to be trying to do some different topics, some topics on, how do I winterize? How do I de-winterize? How do I run my generator, set my generator? We're going to try to mix it up and give you guys a lot of different options and education on the coaches, because there's so much to do. It's hard to do on just one Facebook Live video, and we don't want to bore you to death. So we're going to try to break it up. We've got locations in Fountain, Grand Junction. So we've got 3 locations here that handle the RVs in Colorado. Our service departments and parts departments are all open right now, so they can help you out with any needs that you have. If you forgot to winterize and it's, I got to get my coach winterized now that it's snowing, please call us. We'll take care of that for you. What else? Email is adrian, adrian.chavarria, CHAVARRIA @transwest.com. Again, my cell phone 720-276-4241. Si hablo español, so me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. I think that's it for now. Thanks again for tuning in, and we look forward to your comments. Thank you guys.
Shout out to Darla for asking a question, and shout out to Christine Torres. Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, thank you guys.